I was truly delighted to find this resource on Newton.com about flipped classrooms. And real quickly, let's go ahead and work through this URL. We'll begin with the definition. A flipped classroom is where you turn the traditional educational environment on its head. You put all of the lectures online, and you use the class as a dynamic problem-solving and experimentation / communication place. The inversion with the traditional classroom, you would have a teacher who would be the sage on the sage, the sage on the stage. We would lecture today. Tonight we would do homework and problems and come back with questions. In a flipped classroom, you do the activities and generate interests and generate active learning in class. And then when you are finished with all of those things, the students go home and watch the lectures that night, or go to the school library or the school media center and watch the lectures after class is over as their homework. So what it accomplishes, it essentially uses a theoretical framework that provides more opportunities for active learning. It leverages educational technology, and it combines active learning and educational technology to fundamentally influence and change the learning environment. How it came to be, there were two instructors in 2007 who decided to start podcasting and recording PowerPoint presentations and broadcasting those or microcasting those on YouTube and other platforms to children who were sick. They decided that it was so cool and that it had so radically kind of transformed how students were accessing materials that it was something that they wanted to discuss as a potential professional development opportunity, and they talked about it at several conferences. Well, teachers began to use those online videos that they had created and kind of followed their lead and began to use class time for collaborative work and for concept mastery exercises and for actual application and active learning. So what is driving it are poor learning outcomes. And here in this graphic we see that nearly 7 out of 10 people who start high school don't finish it. This 31% is a group of learners that we deal with pretty consistently here at OSU-OKC. There are approximately 7,200 high school dropouts every day, 1.3 million high school dropouts every year. Online video is really picking up a lot of steam, and here as of 2010, 30% of internet users had accessed at least one online video. There are over 2,400 online educational videos at the Khan Academy. So the reason that it worked was because the teachers decided to use 3 videos a week. The students would watch a 5 to 7 minute video at home or on school grounds if they didn't have good access to the internet. Class time is spent doing labs and interactive activities to illustrate concepts. They found that the students enjoyed receiving instant feedback, which we're going to talk about a little bit more. If you're like me, it's challenging to find time to grade student work. The ability to give immediate feedback is good from a student engagement perspective, and students who get immediate feedback are a lot more engaged in their classes. Students don't become as frustrated. Now, I would imagine that there are probably more technology frustrations than there are I'm just not getting it sort of frustrations with the homework. Teachers get to revisit concepts that students don't understand and answer those questions to individuals, which translates into more teacher support for one-on-one learning. They experimented with this extensively at the Clintondale High School, and even though these results are kind of anecdotal and just specific to one school, I think that they're impressive. So let's talk about them. Before the flip, 50% of high school freshmen failed English. Before the flip, 44% of high school freshmen failed math. After the flip, 19% of freshmen failed English, and 13% of freshmen failed math. They had a number of discipline problems. They went from 736 discipline-associated problems. They decreased that by over 2/3. They went down to around 250 discipline cases in one semester as a result of flipping or inverting the curriculum. So I think that this URL makes a powerful case for why flipping your class might be something that you would try to more effectively engage your students. Thank you for your attention.